Please click like and subscribe and that little notification bell for the next episode.
It's back to Route 40 to exit 219 to pick up the old road, Route 66, at exit 211, Winona.
And as you travel down the road in Winona, there's a little cutoff right here. And that's to the preserved Winona Bridge. Pedestrian traffic only. Let's go take a walk across the Winona Bridge. Oh, a little plaque here. Oh, see, it's a National Register of Historic Places. It's made out of these old steel truss, the design of the old days. And it crosses a dry river. I suppose it fills up during rainstorms. And there we are. It's one bridge we couldn't cross. Old Route 66, pre-1947 Route 66, loops away from Route 40 as we continue west. And here in Summit, just a little west of Winona, somebody put up this giant rocket ship to get attention. Traffic thickens as we approach Flagstaff, making it difficult to stop and film attractions like the Museum Club. And we're in Flagstaff, Arizona, outside the Museum Club, an historic landmark, and stop here as you approach Flagstaff from the east. Flagstaff is surrounded by mountains. That leaves Route 66 the only thoroughfare through Flagstaff, north of the train tracks. And further down on Route 66 in Flagstaff is the famous Mr. Zip's Cafe. Very busy business. Let's eat.
There are plenty of restaurants and things to do in Flagstaff.
And most of it is right on good old Route 66. And Route 66 is a real busy street here in Flagstaff. And we're outside the Route 66 Motel. An iconic motel here on Route 66 in Flagstaff. And it's the Arrowhead Lodge here in Flagstaff. All fixed up and looking pretty.
Granny's Closet Restaurant and Bar, built in 1974, used to be Lumberjack Cafe.
And it used to have two giant Paul Bunyans up front, but now it has a smaller giant, and Granny's is still in business. And we're at Granny's Closet, another iconic stop here on Route 66. Flagstaff is one of two cities that has a road that goes up to the Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon is a very popular side trip on the old road.
Now we backtrack through Flagstaff, where Route 66 becomes Route 89.
And Route 89 will fork off Route 66 as you head towards the Grand Canyon.
And one of the remarkable things about out here, even though this is not on Route 66, is there's bad weather. Oh, we're heading right towards the storm. But as you go this way, it's good weather. Not a cloud in the sky.
Route 89 is a lonely road as you head north. You take a left turn on Road 64, and that takes you the rest of the way.
Now the terrain here is awesome, but that awesomeness is dwarfed when you compare it to the Grand Canyon.
There are trails you can hike, or you can descend riding on a donkey.
Yeah, but most people walk the ridge path. Now all these awesome pictures were actually taken on the ridge path. It is mind-boggling that those mountains below were carved out by the mighty Colorado River.
There are no retaining walls on the path, and you can get as close as you want to the edge. The distance to the north rim from where we are, the south rim, is an average of 10 miles. Looking down, the depth is an average of 1 mile. The motel on the north side of the Grand Canyon is called the Grand Canyon Lodge, and you could see it using a telescopic lens.
Now there are about 277 miles of the Colorado River flowing through the Grand Canyon. You can do some whitewater rafting and camping here.
The Grand Canyon was the home of the Hopi and Navajo Indians long before it was discovered by the Spanish explorer in 1540 by Captain Garcia Lopez. The Grand Canyon was acquired by America from the Guadalupe Hidalgo Treaty between America and Mexico in 1848 at the end of the American-Mexican War.
And then in 1893, the park was declared a national monument and a forest reserve. Then in 1919, the Grand Canyon was declared a national park.
Route 66 travelers would take 2 weeks vacation at this park.
The most traveled road to the Grand Canyon is out of Williams, Arizona, on Road 64.
You can also take a scenic Grand Canyon train out of Williams.
Now, starting at the Grand Canyon Village, this 65-mile trip will take a little longer than 2 hours.
It will take you to the Grand Canyon Motels and Visiting Center. We left the Grand Canyon using Road 64, took a left onto Route 180 to pick up Route 66 in Flagstaff.